A day-old Coturnix quail chick weighs exactly 6 to 7 grams. That is the exact weight of a United States nickel. At this size, the physical margin for error in their environment is effectively zero. 80% of all preventable flock loss happens in the first 30 days of life. This chart shows the standard beginner mortality rate sitting at an unacceptable 30%. But by engineering a precise environment, you can drive those losses down to under 5%. Looking at the data behind that drop, those saved chicks are surviving because the setup systematically eliminates 5 specific threats: crushing, drowning, starvation, leg injuries, and escapes. A simple cardboard box on a garage floor will result in heavy losses. Your brooder must be a calibrated life support system built to block each of these hazards. Step 1 is the enclosure. A standard 28-gallon plastic storage tote provides the exact square footage required for an initial hatch of 20 to 30 chicks. We have to modify the lid, cut out the solid plastic center, leaving only the rim intact, and secure a sheet of half-inch hardware cloth across the top using zip ties. This wire top serves 2 strict functions. First, quail chicks can flutter jump 6 inches by day 3, so it blocks early escapes. Second, it vents lethal ammonia, which accumulates within hours under a solid plastic lid. Next is the floor. For the first 3 days, line the bottom of the tote completely flat with standard paper towels. This diagram shows exactly why standard agricultural beddings fail on day 1. Pine shavings cause impacted crops because chicks eat the wood instead of their feed. Newspaper creates a slick surface that permanently splays their developing legs. Paper towels solve this by providing mechanical grip and creating a high-contrast white background. Chicks identify their food visually, and the white paper ensures they imprint on the actual feed. Before we even turn on a heater or pour a drop of water, this physical structure dictates the air quality and skeletal development of the entire hatch. Now we add the heat source. Use a flat, conductive chick heat plate. Traditional 250-watt infrared heat lamps pose a massive fire risk and have burned down thousands of barns. This heat map illustrates the necessary thermal layout. Position the heat plate firmly against one far wall of the tote. This establishes a stark thermal gradient. Because day-old chicks cannot self-regulate body temperature, they must physically move between warm and cool zones to survive. You must calibrate the hot zone with a digital probe thermometer. Place the sensor directly under the heat plate, exactly at chick height. For week 1, adjust the height of the plate until that thermometer reads between 95 and 98 degrees Fahrenheit. Guessing the temperature by placing your hand under the heater leads directly to chicks piling up to stay warm, which causes crushing deaths. Rely entirely on the numbers. For hydration, we start with a standard 1-quart plastic chick waterer. To prevent accidental drownings in the first crucial days, fill the red drinking trough completely with smooth glass marbles or small pebbles. Quail chicks are so small they will easily fall into even a 1/4 inch of open water. The pebbles break the surface tension and give them a solid floor to stand on while drinking. For nutrition, you must use a game bird starter formulated between 24 and 30% protein. Standard 18% chicken starter will stunt their growth. This image compares standard commercial crumble to the finely pulverized powder you actually need. Run the commercial crumble through a cheap coffee grinder for 10 seconds. Their day-old beaks cannot break apart standard agricultural pellets. Take that fine powder and sprinkle it directly onto the white paper towels. Standard farm supplies are physically too large for quail. Your responsibility is adapting these off-the-shelf tools to fit a micro-scale bird. Before the chicks hatch, run this completed system empty for a mandatory 4-hour pre-flight check to verify that the temperature remains perfectly stable. Once the chicks move in, initiate a strict 72-hour lockdown. Do not alter the heat, the waterer, or the substrate for 3 full days. On day 4, you make the transition. Swap the soiled paper towels for thick pine shavings and drop in a small natural branch to give the growing birds environmental enrichment. By measuring your thermal inputs and structuring the physical space to block every hazard, you guarantee the highest possible survival.